Board Games. What would you like to see next from Vince Gilligan? We know that he's working on a sci-fi show starring Rhea Seehorn from Better Call Saul, but do you want to see anything from the Breaking Bad universe make another return? So there's kind of three different things in there to tackle from different directions. First side, what do I want to see next from Vince Gilligan? I don't know. I don't have a specific thing I want from him. And that is because I think that Vince Gilligan is smarter than me. If you take the two shows that he's done that are beloved, on paper, they're not good ideas for TV shows. Breaking Bad was not immediately a big hit when it came out. Largely because, let's take the dad from Malcolm in the Middle, and he's a teacher that gets cancer, and so he starts cooking crystal meth. Okay, what are you talking about? Like, what is that? What? It's not obvious why that is one of the greatest TV shows of all time. But because him and his team of writers are much smarter than me and you, they came up with something out of like a very bizarre material that is so profound and compelling and contains some of the best characters of all time, some of the best television drama of all time, that just hooks you on subject matter that you're not immediate. It's not immediate and obvious why this would be so compelling. And then they go, all right, let's take the goofy lawyer that's like a side character, that's the comic relief character, and we're going to spin him off and tell his origin story. It's not immediately obvious how Saul Goodman is actually great material for his own TV show. But somehow it was. And there's ways in which I think Better Call Saul is better and more watchable than Breaking Bad. Like, I think it's a fantastic companion piece to it that it doesn't have as much of the flashiness of the drug trade and Breaking Bad has more of that flashiness to it, but Better Call Saul, I think, is just as well written, just as compelling, and does just as good of a job of taking material that's not obviously compelling and making it extraordinary. My point in all of that, he's smarter than me. So I'm just interested in what he's going to do next. That can he work that magic and continue to take all these different things, whatever they are, whether it's sci-fi, whatever it is, and find something compelling inside of it. To the second part of it, his next is a TV show, Rhea Seehorn, that's Kim Wexler, the romantic interest. Because it's from him, I'm captivated. Okay, it's him. I want to see what he's going to do next. Just at face value, I'm interested. If you don't know backstory, he was also one of the main writers on X-Files and wrote many classic episodes of the X-Files. So him kind of returning into that sci-fi world, I love it. I'd love to check it out without even knowing what the pitch is. With just hearing sci-fi and him, I'm in. But I was in no matter what. Final piece in there. Do you want to see anything? Would you like to see him to do more from the Breaking Bad universe? Another return to that. If he has a story to tell, I think the problem with the Breaking Bad universe is the stories that most of the stories you'd want to be told are backwards. Like, you could do a really interesting Gus TV show, but it's now been 15 years and Better Call Saul strained credibility with the prequel aspect to it. And that, Gus, actor, is now pushing 70. His character would be 40. There's only so much you can do there, and you recast. But it's not obvious how you do a sequel show like Walter Jr. decides to take after his father. These are not great ideas. Jesse Pinkman, his woodworking stuff doesn't work out, so he decides he wants to start cooking. These aren't great ideas. So I don't know what he would do in that world. That, I would have to know the pitch. If he has one he's excited about, I could be down for it. But even El Camino, I think that's easily the weakest thing in the world of Breaking Bad is El Camino. And that was Netflix went, hey, man, we will give you all this money. We'd love it if you would do a Breaking Bad epilogue on Jesse. I think it's the weakest. It's still well written. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's just unnecessary. It didn't need to exist. So if he has something that he actually sees that has that vision for this compelling story, I'm game for it. But also, like, there's this tendency in fandoms to be like, I love that you did this thing, do more of it. As opposed to being like, I love that you did this thing, I wonder what else you can do. What else you can do is normally more interesting to me. Then maybe they fail at it. Maybe they're bad at it. The Russos, after Endgame, I went, hey, do other stuff. And I didn't like any of the other stuff they did. Now they're coming back to Avengers. They're like, okay, I guess that makes sense. Marvel struggled. They've struggled. Sure, let's team back up. Cool. But I want to try that other thing and not just put people in a single box.
Most of these clips are pulled from my Patreon live streams. I do about 6 live streams every single month. For $2 per month, $20 per year, you can get access to all the exclusive videos and live streams. For $5 per month, you get your name on my end card. At the top tier, you get a 30-minute video chat with me each month. The link down below in the description has more information.